I was seconds away from dying. I was deployed to Afghanistan in 2013, 2014, first deployment as a SEAL. And we went out on this operation where it sort of went bad for us from the get-go. We got shot a bunch. We were getting our butts kicked. One of the drones overhead spotted some military-age males setting up to ambush us on the way out. Due to rules of engagement, we couldn't arbitrarily drop a bomb or something. We don't even know who they are. It just so happened that myself and the group that I was with, the 7 of us, we were just closest to these mams. It's nighttime, we're on night vision. So imagine a T. You kind of walk up the T, and then looking straight ahead of us is the head of the T, and it's this 6-7 foot high wall, this mud wall. And the intel we were given is we'd be able to get to that wall, look over the wall, and on the other side of this field, 100 yards away, you could see these 3, 4, 5 military-age males. For a variety of reasons that it was miscommunicated to us, the military-age males were actually on our side of that field. So when we peered over the wall, they were literally on the immediate other side of the wall. Definitely combatants, armed, but they haven't hurt us because we're SEALs. We snuck down here. We ended up engaging them because we really had no other recourse. But 2 of them had hand grenades that they were holding with the pins removed. And so the way hand grenades work, you have this thing called a spoon that you hold down. And when you pull the pin out, nothing happens. But if you let go of the spoon and the pin's been pulled, it starts a timer. And I think it's 5 seconds, it detonates. And so basically they had pulled the pins, but were holding the spoon. They instinctively threw the grenades over the wall. It hit my shoulder. And when it did, I remember thinking, fuck, I'm going to die. And it's really bad that my head's going to get blown off. I can't have an open casket. And then it gets to the ground, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it might blow my legs off, but I might live. And detonates next to me, and the 7 of us felt like somebody took a handful of rocks and just threw them at my leg and my back. 6 of the 7 of us were immediately incapacitated. I'm on the ground, bleeding to death. The one guy on our team who was not immediately incapacitated was our medic. And he would describe going into flow state and pulling each of us out of under fire, pulling us out as you start to lose your senses and stuff. It's this weird process where it sounds like a helicopter and then you go deaf. And I'm staring up at the moon, and I can kind of still see at this point, and it's holy shit, I'm bleeding to death. Or I'm gonna be shot in a minute by a combatant that comes down the alleyway. But then I lose my eyesight, and now I'm blind and deaf, but I'm totally alive. And then my medic laid on top of me, put my tourniquets on, and then he, along with the other guys who've been battered and bruised, carried me out under a hail of gunfire, put me on a helicopter, and I was saved entirely by my teammate.